remember from the October 7th massacre, killing thousands of people, 1,400 people here in Israel, leaving 240 others still held captive in the hands of Hamas 26 days after that initial attack. Now I want to bring in my guest. I'm joined by Leon Yanai, whose sister Moran was one of those who was kidnapped from Nova Music Festival. Leon, thank you so much for joining us. I want to remind our viewers, we actually spoke to you not too long ago when you knew that your sister was missing. However, it's now been confirmed that she is kidnapped and she is one of those hostages.
Yes, it is confirmed by the IDF. It was confirmed about 3 weeks ago, but since we have no new data regarding Moran, the way she is, how she's doing, if she's wounded or not, like all the other kidnapped people.
So since that initial contact with the IDF, when you found out that what you thought to be true was confirmed true, what have you been doing since then? How have you been feeling?
So after knowing, getting the confirmation, my parents was devastated. They were already devastated, but it gave them a further reason for that. So we're trying to continue telling the story of Moran all over the world. We're trying to address the international community, international leader, asking them to take action whenever it comes to release these innocent people, when it's come to asking the Red Cross to visit them, because there are lots of elderly people, young people, babies, wounded people, sick people, and we want them to be visited by the Red Cross, so we also know what is their condition. I'm trying to do all what I can to address also the international individual, explaining them that this case is a global matter, that it relates to any one of us, that today we cannot allow that civilians, innocent people that going to a music festival or going to kindergarten or going to work and be attacked like that. That's my main course. That's give power to my parents, give them hope. It's help to the family, and we all together, united, trying to do that. We and all the other families as well.
Well, speaking of the international perspective, we're expecting Secretary of State, the United States Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, to arrive here in Israel, continuing to talk about the hostage situation. Does that give you more hope? Do you expect that the international community might be stepping up more in their efforts?
Yeah, I'm very optimistic about it. I hope that everything that can help bringing them back is something that's worth doing, and addressing the international leader is very important. They can really do action and address the Red Cross and somehow talk to the kidnappers and let us know what the condition of the kidnapped people, and maybe release them as soon as possible. And I'm also addressing the Israel government as well. While doing my addressing to the international community, I'm also addressing the Israel government to do whatever they can and to release this kidnap and to take all measures that can be done for that.
When we saw just a few days ago that Israeli military was able to successfully rescue one hostage, an Israeli soldier, when you saw that news, what was going through your head or your parents' heads?
I was happy for the family. I was happy for the person who got released. From my point of view, it gives a lot of hope that you can see that people are getting released. But from the other point, it's not something that we need to rely on, because some people can become desperate because of that, because they think that maybe it will make the release of the other hostages take more time. But we try to keep the optimistic view and continue our mission, telling the story of Moran, telling the story of the other kidnapped people, and addressing the international community and addressing the Israeli newspapers as well. And try to continue the mission.
What would you want people to know about your sister, Moran? Tell us a little bit about her.
Moran is a wonderful person, is optimistic, always spreading lots of positive atmosphere around her. She's willing to help anyone whatsoever. She's willing to do whatever it takes to make somebody feel good about himself, to help him go through hard times. She loves animals, as you can see here in the pictures. She was a volunteer in a rescue for animals. She saved many, many animals. She has many, many animals. She's artistic. She likes painting. She writes poems. She's truly a great person. She's wonderful.
And I think that's such a great message to keep sharing, just exactly who your sister is, what you are continuing to fight for 26 days after that initial attack. Going forward, I know you're still optimistic, you're still hopeful, but I have to imagine there's also a lot of anger right now.
Not anger, but from my point of view, I'm really hurt. I'm missing my baby sister. I don't want to see my parents in this condition. I'm not looking for any vengeance or something. I just want them all to come back home. I'm not angry. I'm trying to be very positive about it, and always in front of my family, in front of my parents, in front of the media. I'm not looking for to be. No, I just want them to come back home as soon as possible, and I'm trying to do my best. Telling the people, the international community, to help us, and trying to convince them to do that, making them understand about this situation, this global situation. Trying to do my best. I want to tell Moran when right now, if she can see me, I'm asking her to be strong, to continue to be positive as she's always is. Just to imagine the big hugs that we're all going to give her when she's coming back. And I want her to know that I'm doing whatever I can, me and my family and friends, doing whatever we can to bring her home as soon as possible.
And Moran is so lucky to have a brother like you speaking out for her right now. Leon Yanai, thank you so much for sharing your story and your sister's story, Moran.
Thank you very much. Hope that the next time it will be with Moran.
I hope so too.